Hello, Brokken Aces here, and I'm here to give you some gameplay of the Kamchatka-12 shotgun that was released with the patch that dropped a few days ago on Modern Warfare Remastered. This is one of the three controversial, I would say, supply drop weapons that were added, and I had enough parts to craft it, and I'm going to be giving you my overview on the weapon. Just to know that this is not a weapon guide, this is not, I don't believe there's even weapon statistics out for this game, for this gun yet. But I'm going to give you the little details on this weapon and see how it performs, and let's get into it. Now, the Kamchatka-12 shotgun is fully automatic, and it has 8 rounds in the mag, as I am shooting it here in select fire. I do show how fast it does shoot. I'm not exactly sure what the RPM on it is, but it does seem rather high, of course. It does have some recoil to it, which I will get to in a minute. And just to show you that this gun has a really bad reload cancel, as you can see here. Okay, next I'm giving you a side-by-side comparison of how the gun hip fire performance is compared with and without steady aim. I personally still run steady aim, even though I believe something like maybe like extreme conditioning can be a little more useful, but steady aim is obviously not a bad choice for the shotgun. Okay, so now that we got the hip fire out of the way, I personally believe that this gun does not need stopping power to be effective. I personally have been running it with Juggernog and sometimes on occasion UAV Jammer, because I just proceed so I don't have all the perks yet. I strongly believe that Sleight of Hand is probably going to be the most strongest second tier perk you could use with the K12 shotgun, as I'm going to call it now. Because the reload is kind of slow, the reload cancel is obviously really bad, and one more thing that we need to do is I'm going to be showing you the recoil pattern of this gun, which I can tell you right now, the foregrip, it does work, but it's not really needed, and I'll be showing you that right now. Alright, so here is the recoil pattern here. I'll be doing hip fire and then I'll be aiming at a wall. Now, keep in mind this is not obviously not the most accurate or professional way to like test the recoil on this, but it's just a shotgun, so recoil shouldn't be a factor, but you can clearly see just by the footage here. I mean, with hip fire it's a little harder to see, but once I do go to the ADS shooting at the door right here, the Kamchatka-12 shotgun literally has no recoil when you use a foregrip. But I believe, wasting your first tier perk, where you can be running frag times 3 or even arguably bandolier, which I highly would recommend that. The little bit of recoil you get without putting the foregrip on, I mean, it's something you can live with. It's not something that's gonna make or break you. Honestly, the little recoil you can beat it. It's not that hard. So honestly, the foregrip obviously is a miss, which as with most guns in this game, or at least with the shotguns personally. Now, on to the rest of the gameplay here. Now, I personally believe that this shotgun is, of course, the most powerful shotgun and remastered at the moment. It definitely beats the 1200. It definitely beats the M1014. I'm not sure, like I said, about the statistics. I'm not sure about the range. The damage is more or less the same. The range is, I know, similar. The 1200 and M1014 both have similar ranges. I would assume this one should have less range. But even if it does, the sheer damage that this thing outputs at close range makes it really, really deadly, and it makes it really hard to even compete with, honestly. But I don't believe this gun for me is on, I wouldn't say overpowered, but would say it is the best shotgun. And there's really nothing else I can really say about this. I could get a recommended class list. I guess I would highly recommend bandolier in the first tier. You probably could run stopping power. I haven't personally. Maybe something more like I said, Juggernog. If you want to go the traditional route, you could go UAV Jammer or maybe even Sleight of Hand. I don't think double tap would be needed. I mean, if you guys have the shotgun and you put on double tap, go ahead and try it. I personally have not tried it since I did Prestige, and I'm only like level 19 at the moment. So I really don't have any perks to play around with. I've just been using Jug, and it works great because it counters snipers. And since I don't have here either, I'm running stun grenades times 3, so I can stun somebody, rush up and get them with the shotgun, because obviously shotgun has very limited range. But I guess I would say my class recommendation would be bandolier, your choice of second tier, Jug, UAV Jammer, or Sleight of Hand. I do not recommend stopping power, but there's nothing wrong with it, like always. And then on third tier, I would say steady aim. I have been using steady aim, but extreme conditioning can also be good because you can rush positions a lot more faster. You can close the gap between you and someone else that has like an M16 or maybe an AKU or something. And overall, I do believe this is a solid gun. I really have been having a lot of fun with this shotgun ever since I decided to craft it. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing the other 2 weapons because I'm not sure if I have the parts for it yet, or even if I do get the parts, I'm not sure if I'll even do another video like this. But I mean, I've seen a lot of people do the XMLAR, and I just thought I'll do the K12 or Kamchatka-12. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I definitely do want to try out the other weapons. I have played with them before. Obviously I don't have them personally, so I can't really technically test anything. I have seen some videos on the Magnum on how that works. It works very similar to a Desert Eagle. The XMLAR, I mean, you can just look it up. Pretty much almost every YouTuber has a video on that. But I guess that's really all I really wanted to say. Obviously, this is my favorite shotgun now in the game. It completely just blows the M1014 and the W1200 out the window when it comes to shotguns in this game. And I mean, some people can see this as overpowered. I don't want to say it's overpowered yet, but I mean, it definitely is strong. So if you get caught with this in close quarters, be prepared to die pretty much every single time if you go against this gun. Do not underestimate it. It is a complete bullet hose. It reminds me like the AE-12 from like Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, or the S-12 from Advanced Warfare. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else. Let me know, guys, if you want to see the other two weapons, if I do get a chance to get them, maybe at a supply drop, or I'll just naturally just craft all the requirements to get the collection done. But other than that, it's Brokken Aces, and I'll see you guys next time.